broken leg, you go to the doctor, don't you expect to see a medical degree on that man's wall? And wouldn't you like for that doctor to have years of medical experience behind him? You wouldn't want a rookie straight out of school to take care of your broken leg. Well, that's what we have here with a state auditor. I'm the only candidate running with an accounting degree. I'm the only candidate running that's actually done an audit. I've done audits since 1979 for the state auditor's office. 23 years with the state auditor's office. I started under Mr. Hamp King back in 1979. I've worked for every state auditor since then. Republican and Democrat, the good and the bad, the great, not so great. I've learned something from all of those. In the early days, I did school audits and county audits, but then in 85, 86, I realized how important computers were in the financial world. I quit and went back to school in computer science at Southern. During those years, I worked for Pike County Schools as a business manager, 2 years there. Returned to the state auditor's office. I was head of the computer department, did field audits, and then later became head of the EDP audit division. They're the ones that went out and did computer system reviews. They downloaded data for investigations. I'm the only one that's actually ever, of the candidates running, that's ever actually testified before grand juries. The only one that's ever testified in court proceedings for embezzlement cases. The only one that's ever prepared cases for investigations like this. Like I said, I'm the only one that's ever done an audit. Now right now, the state auditor's office is the weakest it's been in 20-something years. They're doing 1 out of 4 county audits. They're doing 1 out of 10 school audits. They're not doing any junior college or university audits. They're doing just a portion of that state agency audits. Is that protecting the state's tax dollar? Is that protecting the public trust? I don't think it is. CPA firms are filling in this gap. Now they're great, they do a good job, but they don't have the experience that the state auditor's office has. And they're dependent on that job the next year. So you don't really have a truly independent, nonpartisan opinion there, I don't think. The auditor's office, they're coming back every year by code. They can call it as they see it. They don't have to worry about who they offend, who they're going to make mad, not get a job next year. The only candidate with a state auditor's race this year with a accounting degree, I can't emphasize that enough. 23 years with the state auditor's office, 28 years of public service. So I ask you this fall, let's put audit back in state auditor. We've got candidates from several different educational backgrounds. We've got a preacher, we've got a teacher, we've got a lawyer. But we really need an auditor back in the state auditor's office, don't we? Again, this fall, let's remember, put Sumrall in the state auditor's office, the only accountant running. I've got a funny story since everybody's here and we got a few minutes, light it, come on. 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was up in North Mississippi. I was going to a chantry clerk's office. I let a little gray-haired lady come out and I gave her a card and I said, I'm Mike, I'm running for state auditor. I'd like to give you a card and ask you to vote for me. She took my card, looked me square in the eye, didn't look at the card at all. She said, sir, I don't know if you qualified or not, but you're sure the biggest candidate I've seen running this year. So I said, yes ma'am, you get more pounds per vote when you vote for Sumrall than any of these other guys. And I've got pretty good qualifications as well. So please look at the card, look at the website. And speaking of the website, please visit my website, sumrallforauditor.com. I visited all 92 courthouses. And before you think I'm crazy, I know there's 82 counties, but 10 of them have dual courthouses. So these 92 pictures of 92 courthouses on my website. And there's a little gray Mercury in front of most of them. That's my car. I personally visited all of those because I'll be auditing those public officials over the next 4 years. I wanted to sit down with them first and shake their hands and tell them what I was about and what I promised to do the next 4 years. Look for my car. It's the one with the slick tires and empty gas tank. Every one of the pictures. Well, I appreciate the opportunity to speak for you. Knew it was going to be short. I'm not a speaker. I'm an accountant. Let me do what I've done for you for the last 28 years. Let me audit the state's records. Something I've got the most experience in doing than any of the candidates. I've been your state auditor for the last 28 years. I just have not been the state auditor. And that's what I'm asking you to be. Please vote for me August the 7th and again in November. Thank you a lot.